Hey guys, this is Maddie Ann, and I am going to be doing my Unit 4 photo shoot. I know I'm running late, and there's a reason. I have been in the hospital, so it kind of threw me off a week. But let's get to this black and white and shutter speed unit. So I'm going to start with number 1, and I'm going to show it in 2 different ways. So we're going to start right here, and I'm going to show it in bridge. So this photo right here is on a very bright sunny day. So I used an ISO of 100 and a shutter speed of 100, 1 over 100, and aperture of 16. And you can tell it's really bright. The shutter speed is just, it's really, I had to use where this is taken at, I had to use my long lens because it wasn't working too well. I was not going to go across barbed wire and through that water. So I'm going to show it in the bridge, and then I'm going to show you in Photoshop. So this is photo number 1, and I'm going to bring it up so y'all can see it. And this old building was I loved it. It caught my eye, and I was like, ooh, I like that. So let's go on to number 2. This is photo number 2. My ISO was set at 100. My shutter speed was 1 over 400. My aperture was 16. Now, when I shot this picture, as you can see in bridge, it starts getting darker. I noticed this when I was looking. I was like, wow, it's starting to get darker. So there it is in bridge, and I'm going to show it to you in Photoshop. So there it is, and I'll bring it up so y'all can see it better. And I did some tweaking to it with my my brain just went out the window. Things, and if you notice, it's starting to get darker back in here, and you're starting to see the break line, which I loved. I don't know what this building was. When I shot it, we're still trying to figure out if it was a house or what it was, but I loved it. So I am going to go on to number 3, which is right here. This one right here, the shutter speed was 100, or excuse me, the ISO was 100. The shutter speed is 1 over 1,000. Aperture is 16. And with the shutter speed being at 1,000, it got darker. And I'm going to show it to you in Photoshop after I played with it enough. And if you can tell back in here, I moved the curves and lines around to get it to that. What it looked like before was, I'll bring it up, this. And I was like, that's way too dark. So it got all this brought in. And if you notice, you can start seeing the shingles on the roof. I loved how it looks beautiful. I was in love with this picture. So let's go on to number 4. Number 4, I was playing with the shutter speed, and I shot this shutter speed at 1 over 80, aperture at 16, and ISO at 100. And the reason I did that is I just wanted to play with it, and it let in a lot of light. Here we go. This is number 4. But when I was playing with this and did it like this, there was a reason. And if you notice, it let in a lot of light. It looks really just like, this does not have hardly any definition. It just almost blurred out the whole backgrounds. So let's go to the Photoshop, shall we? Here it is. If you notice, it is just, you can hardly see anything. Now, here it is on my 8x10. It just looks really bad. You can tell some of the darkness in here. But I took number 4 because there was a reason why I did that. And I will show you. I loved how this picture came out because I did not want those bushes to be like the main focal right here or back here. I wanted it to look more gloomy, more dark, and like just old photograph. I love doing black and whites like this, and so here it is like this, and here it is like this, and I love this one. And that is my report on the Unit 4. If y'all have any critiques or anything, please let me know. I hope y'all are having a great spring break. I am working mine on schoolwork. Bye, y'all.